from the basement of the White House. It's the CSHR Random Happening Show. Where's my volume slide? Okay, there we go. All right.
I didn't know.
Oh, wait. This is messed up. Okay. All right, now we got that fixed.
Messed up.
Right, cool.
Messed up.
Will you stop? Damn it. Leave it alone. I see how today's show is going to start off already.
I know. All right. Well, usually I do the air show with, of course, Mr. Ones and Twos wearing the famous Bowser T-shirt, and of course we got Jackie Hyde, in her favorite redheaded self. But instead, let's cut right down to it. Jackie's got a lot of things to rant about, so please take it away.
She says no.
Oh, now she doesn't. She was very
talkative. No, I don't blame her, because
I have much to say. The first words I said to Scott when he said 8 p.m., I was like, what's that in Jackie time? Because I'm too broken to figure out freaking time zones right now.
And then me not remembering that she's in a Pacific time zone, I was like, okay, well, it's mountain, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mountain's a forgotten time zone anyway. Like I remember one time I'd have to do shows back in the day, and I'd be like 8 Eastern, 7 Central, 5 Pacific. What about Mountain Time? Well, that's Furious George's problem now.
She's on Unabomber time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's always a forgotten one because every time, even your TV listings, no one ever mentions
Pacific time, since it's the only time that fucking matters. Sorry about my language. So would you like to know what happened in Pacific Standard Time in Canada, in Vancouver, not too long ago?
I mean,
sure. Why not?
Still talkative.
A bunch of Palestinians thought it was a great idea to jump on Parliament steps in Vancouver and burn the Canadian flag while chanting "Death to America" and "Death to Canada."
Yes.
I don't understand that. Why come over here
and do that
and then be angry about, it's like.
But
idiots.
Let's keep in mind, we cannot label them as a terrorist organization. We can only have them on a watch list.
We don't like it here. We can't shit in the street. Then go back to Pakistan. If it's that much of a problem, go back.
No,
they don't want you here anyway.
These guys are pro-Hamas, which is fine and dandy for them, but I don't understand what burning a Canadian flag is going to do for Palestine.
No, but you know what I've noticed? I've had this conversation with people who are on the who do believe that, okay, well, the Palestine is like, there's a lot of astroturfing going on. There's a lot of psychological operation of hijack that movement. Because I remember the fact that you have these people doing stuff like that, it's very unlike the people that are usually at those events. And there are times when, I remember one time seeing a clip of this lady trying to interview some of the activists there at a college campus, and all of them acted the same way they'd have acted at a Black Lives Matter rally or at a BLM rally or some of these like women's rights marches where they're just like, oh no, don't talk to us, talk to our media person. Like, why do you have a media relations person at a march? That's what you're not supposed to have. That's weird. Which was very contrary to the place, when I used to go to those pro-Palestine marches, it was, rallies. A lot of them were more talkative. Like, you couldn't get the camera out of their face. You could, and they were very pleasant, very polite. They'd always offer you food. It was awesome. But now it's just, I don't know. There's some astroturfing going on with that. It's just very weird.
My biggest issue is if you have that much of a problem with where you live, then leave. Go back to where you came from.
That is true.
Stop trying to make everything the way it was in your old country, because then there's no point to even leaving your old country.
No,
devil's advocate, because somebody argued me on that point today, and unfortunately I had to concede, especially as an Aero Canadian. My family's not Canadian. They came here from another country. So for me to yell at somebody else to go back, I have to go back too, because I'm not born in yes, I was born on this land. But
what I'm saying is we have our things set up a certain way. You know how it is here, and you're sitting in your country, and you want to move here, and then you don't like it the way it is, and you want to change everything back to the way it is in your country. Then why did you leave your country?
Right. No, I agree with what you're saying in theory. The only problem is there's two things. One, the go, hey, let's not change anything. Let's, keep it as it is. That argument should have been made 40 years ago before everything changed in Western society. And two, more importantly, if we're going to go back to your own country thing, that could go back about a few hundred years. I'm just saying that go back 400 or 500 years right now.
But here's where I do agree with Scott, though, in this instance. How are you going to be standing on the soil of the people that supposedly saved you and be yelling and screaming and wanting to scream death to those people and all this, that, and the third while you are in that country and you're trying to be a part of that country?
Right. Like if they're
that's where the confusion comes in. It's like, are you happy here or not? Why are you yelling?
No,
was that against the people? Was that against the Crown Corporation? Because if it's against the Crown Corporation, most of us are probably agreeing with you.
Right. No, the how you deliver the message matters as much as the message.
The execution is what matters.
Right.
Yes.
No, that's true. But what I will say, what I'll also say is, for one thing, when it comes to leaving some of these countries, it actually costs at least a few thousand to leave them. And that's before we're talking about taxes or anything else. So the exit fees is not that. So that's without travel or lodging or any of that. I can understand.
And another thing you can't forget, depending on the country you're leaving from, like if I leave from here to the States, until I'm actually a citizen, even on a visa, I still have to pay Canadian taxes in the United States until such time as I have citizenship. They can come after me for every dime I make in the United States.
At this point, you should just spend everything based on the station and just say, hey, I lost 20 grand this year. Like, if you really do it right, you shouldn't. Like, this what I see. If you can, allocate your expenses properly, you shouldn't be paying that much in taxes anyhow, unless you make like 6-7 figures. And then those guys don't know how to do it better because they're just like, oh, well, I'd rather pay more to my accountant than, pay more to the government. But I will say now when I see people doing all their writing and stuff, the first thing that comes to my mind is how many of them are doing it because they actually legitimately believe what they're doing, and how many of them are doing it just because it's just another example of a false flag, astroturfing, and psychological operations. Because a lot of that seems to happen no matter what opinion you have and no matter what cause you believe in. I see that happen a lot where you're almost at the point you're like, okay, what is the point in having any thoughts about any of these topics at all if it's going to end up like this? It's really crazy.
Off-grid living.
Well,
better for the soul.
As long as they don't poison the soul, then yes, sure. All right, and of course we are joined by His Holiness himself. On this,
I'm just listening. I'm sipping tea, listening. That's all I'm doing is listening.
Yeah, I feel like I'm time traveling with some of these conversations. I mean,
the concept of Americans having the conversation about go to somebody's country. Like America occupies everybody's country.
Yeah, also true.
Yeah, but that's not the point I'm getting at.
Well,
the point I'm getting at is that if you are unhappy with your country and you go through all of the trouble and spend all of the money to come here, what's the point of trying to change it into where you left?
But then why?
Because they come here under the guise of the American dream that they sell everybody. And then when they realize that dream is really a dream, they like, hey, hold on. Take me back to London.
Right.
That sounds like a them problem.
Right. But to go back to Max's point, no, I understand what you're saying, Scott, in regards to, hey, if you don't like it here, leave. Why do you want to make yourself miserable? But that being said, I will say to Max's point that no one ever talks about, if the U.S. didn't spend so much time screwing up the global South, screwing up the Middle East, screwing up Asia, screwing up Europe, basically the entire world, you wouldn't have such an immigration issue to begin with. And no one ever says that at all.
How's that though? Because it's not false pretense why they come here.
Every country America goes and intervenes in turns to schniggle fritz.
Yep. Agree.
Time out. Hold on. So I know real quick. Are we on the radio?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know I got to watch my mouth.
Good luck.
I like when Max agrees with me on
It's
these
but
topics.
the thing, I mean, it doesn't happen to every country. I mean, look at
It happens a lot.
Look at Japan.
And
Only
how did
'cause
all America did was make the sun shine there twice. That's why it's
Look
the
at
land of the
Germany.
rising
Listen.
sun.
Germany's not a
Japan-
bad place to live either.
Japan
a
keep
lot of
America out their
people-
business. Germany keep America for real out their business.
Right.
Let's look at every country America is involved in.
Yeah,
It is a cluster frick.
it is.
Libya, Gaza, Iraq, Iran,
Iran.
Pakistan. Do
Yeah,
we
but
need
that's-
to keep
but-
naming
Russia.
Okay, hold
Matter
on.
of fact-
You can't. No, okay. These people were
Nicaragua,
idiots for the last
Venezuela.
40,000 years.
Right.
Just because we're in there, they would still be idiots.
Yeah,
America's
they
idiots
might
all
be-
around. Like, think
Even
about
if
it.
we would have never stepped foot over there in those countries, they'd be bombing each other and killing each other, and like they
Okay,
always
but-
have.
Okay, but you wouldn't have as much of an immigration issue in America, is what we're
I
saying.
mean, if we look
That
at
would be-
history all around, everywhere America's been involved in, turned to crap. Like,
Mhm.
It was crap
Great-
before.
great
But it got
example.
worse.
Great example.
It
At
was
one
never
point-
good. How
at one
was
point-
something that wasn't good to start off with going to get
It
worse?
wasn't good.
Because
It
there's
wasn't
bad
hold
and
on,
then
hold
there's
on.
worse.
It wasn't
Not
good
all at
by
once.
it was not good by American standards.
Right.
It was not good by America's standards. America chooses to impose its standards on the entire world, not realizing that people don't live the way that America ascribes people to live.
Right.
Yeah,
Go-
well, look. Name one South American country we bombed. They're just as bad as all of the Middle East countries.
No, we
We
really
didn't
have-
bomb anybody down
Does
there.
not want to
No, no.
discuss South America because then we can
America-
discuss the
hold
Bay
on.
of Pigs.
I am glad this conversation is going this way because this illustrates America's belief in like
Bottom
its
line,
right
if
to
you don't
rule the
like it
world.
here, leave. Period.
I'm trying.
If you don't want to be in this goddamn
I'm
country, get the
trying.
fuck out. It's easy to figure out.
trying.
There's no
I'm
goddamn
trying.
issue, period.
No, God,
Fuck.
What? Are you're delusional, Scott?
No, I'm not. If you want to go play in fucking sand and you want to turn this country into goddamn sand, then go back to your fucking country. Period. If you don't like the way we do shit around here, get the fuck out.
I won't. That's like think about that logic. I'm born here and saying I don't like it. So how does that logic apply to me?
Oh.
I got to get out where I was born because I don't
Not
like
you.
it.
I'm not talking about you.
But,
I'm not
but
talking
There
about you.
go.
But
See?
listen. But
I'm not
what-
talking about. I'm talking
Hold on.
about these idiots that want to sit there and try to shove their crap down our goddamn throats.
Yeah.
That's the ones I'm talking about. If
We
you don't
do
like
the
the way
same
the laws
thing.
are written, if you want Sharia law, you want all of this dumb shit that you've been doing for the last 10,000 years that's never worked in the first place, then go back to your sand land.
We really should have streamed.
Hey,
this
the
on channel.
Constitution ain't worked. We do the same thing here. That's what
No.
I'm saying. Like America has this superiority complex. Like
Right.
we feel like what we view is right for the whole world.
Right. And let's get to another point. Like I like what Robert Walker said. Look at what the Clinton Foundation did to Haiti, Guatemala, El Salvador, etc. I mean,
That's
isn't
Hillary. That's Hillary. That's always Democrats. Every time you turn around, every time something turns to crap, it's always a Democrat at the helm.
Well, that was more of
You
a
lucky I ain't
operate-
got a
proven
coin in front of me
anything.
right now. Because man, it don't matter heads, tails, Democrat, Republican.
It's all
Right.
political. Just
It's-
getting back
it's
to what
two
Dale
sides.
said.
It is both. It is two ends of the same dildo
It is.
being used
It
on
is.
America.
Yeah, at the end of the day, the military-industrial complex is what causes all this. It's not about who's Democrat, who's Republican. At the end of the day, both sides have no problem carpet bombing most of the world.
And thank you for coming to the first annual CSHR debate.
No, when, really, truthfully, you want to fix a lot of the world's problems, just go over there and kill everybody.
Kill them all.
Problem
kill them all.
solved.
Kill
I
them
mean,
all.
the New World Order
go.
is on that path already, so we're getting there.
Problem
We're
solved.
getting there. We're getting there. Don't worry.
Man, listen.
If you guys want to take a crack at socialism, come to Canada. We'll tell you exactly how well socialism works.
I'm
Right.
trying to go everywhere. America hold me.
You don't want to go to Canada.
Well, then
They
fucking
won't-
Because
trade
you
the
can't
spots.
you
Trade the
can't
spots,
even
man.
think
Trade.
you can't even think without going to jail
Actually,
in Canada.
no, I don't want to go to Ohio. Fuck that.
You can't even
Because I take
think.
my
I'm
back.
trying to leave. America won't give me a passport because I owe a child support debt. They hold me hostage.
Doesn't matter. You don't want to go to Canada anyway. Because if you think, oh my God, I hate transsexuals, you're going to jail.
You're the perfect
I
color.
don't listen. I don't care what somebody else does with their private
Like
parts.
shit, I don't know what you're upset about.
If you
Right.
if you want to
Right.
actually if you want an actual news source that isn't state media, you can
Hold on.
forget it.
I was born in the year of 1985. I was born in the generation of people that didn't care what somebody else does with their private parts. It's not our business.
It doesn't matter. The thing is you're not allowed to have an opinion there.
I don't
That's
have
the
an
problem.
opinion on what's not my business.
It's no,
gotta
that's-
be my business to have an opinion.
If you don't agree with the government in Canada, you go to jail. Period.
I'm just gonna say this right now. If you think Scott's delusional, you're delusional about what the fuck is going on in this place and how easy it is to hide from all the shit that's going on around you. Where you are, it might be very fucking easy. Where I live, it is not as easy to run and hide and bury your head in the sand and pretend all that shit ain't going on and just carry on with
Right.
your fucking life.
I am a black man in America. There is no hiding for me.
It's anymore either. You're fucking.
I'm a black man in America that likes to hang out in majority Caucasian crowds. I stick
Yeah.
out like a sore thumb.
There's
Yeah,
only
it
two
does.
Caucasians on this panel, and the Polak don't count. So there's only two.
See, look, you read this comment right here. It's my business when it's my kid. Did you know that if your child, hold on, if you're in Canada and your child wants to transition and you don't want them to, and it doesn't matter what age they are, they could be
No,
10, 12 years old, it doesn't matter.
if you live in
The school,
Alberta,
hold on. Let me finish, Max. They will give them that treatment, period, regardless of what your opinion is as far as your child.
Depending where you live in this country, there has been new laws that have been passed in the last few months that certain provinces, if you are under the age of 18, you cannot take hormone blockers because it actually damages the function of the brain. There was a bunch of psychologists that stepped forth in Alberta, and I do think it was Saskatchewan as well, that stepped forth and actually said giving it to any child below the age of 25.
But that's not nationwide, so you got to be careful as to where you go.
You know that whole who owns the problem model? Guess what? That's not a problem I own because in my first divorce, my ex-wife wanted to be full residential parent. That's her box of bullcrap to deal with, not mine. Boom.
Max is about to go buy some milk and cigarettes.
Oh my
I
God.
can see it coming.
Yeah, he did it 20 years ago, and he's still at the store.
Oh God! Like, oh, to be free of you want to be the full-time residential
He's waiting.
parent?
He's
I
waiting
can
for
think
inflation to come
future.
down so he can afford the milk.
Okay, we'll see how well the burying of the head in the sand goes when you want to retire too.
Oh my God. Man, I feel bad.
You don't know me. You don't know me.
You know, Scott.
I am not gonna be the type of person to not have motion even when I'm old. I can't take just sitting in the house.
Yeah,
I'm
but is
gonna be
that by
honest.
choice or is that by something else, Max?
That's my choice. It's how I've always been. I've always been a busybody. Watch it, buddy.
Hold on,
Watch it.
I'll
I'll
just saying.
send
Would
it.
really,
I'll send
really
it.
prefer not to do politics, but whatever.
Yeah. I mean, whenever I talk
Politics, I don't. Y'all know.
Yeah.
Everybody that watches here knows y'all can't get Max with politics because Max don't vote. He don't
Yeah, I
care.
don't-
They all
I don't-
jackasses.
I remember.
You know, I
back
haven't
then-
voted in a long time, but I'm probably going to vote this year just so I could not vote for the two that's running.
I get to quote Max on this. Max once said on my show, "If you vote, then you the sellout." So
Oh,
I remember
long
that.
memory.
My last day in politics, he said that, and I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. It's the last day I'm wearing that suit, and I haven't worn it ever since." No, it's not true. I wore it to impress other people at events. Anyway, the point being is, I haven't been at. Yeah, that he's right though. That's why I don't vote anymore either, because it's all a joke anyhow. We could talk about it, politics or anything else. It's just
It's not going to do any good. And I've said it many times, and I'm sticking by this comment that regardless of who gets voted into office this time around, it's not going to be a good outcome. Period. Doesn't matter who gets voted in,
Right.
whether it be
what-
Trump or word
The
salad
only
Harris.
the only way I would vote is if I wrote a Hoey High 2024.
Do it.
So
I would do it.
wait,
I need to vote for someone who looks like a skinhead. I need to
Quick.
do it.
I'm crying. Quick promotional break for the station. For all of y'all that end up seeing this, you mother suckers know what it is. Y'all know what I'm about to say. Sharing
Uh-oh.
is caring.
Oh
Y'all better share this stream. If you don't share this stream, I'm gonna send the aliens knocking on your door. And when you share it, put the hashtag all alien everything.
Right.
I'll take $1.96 gas over Build Back Better.
Oh,
I
$1.96.
ain't
Look.
seen that. Listen, I ain't seen gas at $1.96 in years.
Hello, Mrs. Rance. How you doing?
Hello, how are you guys today?
I'm doing great. And apparently, Scott, I haven't seen Scott this talkative and passionate about a topic in on this station in months.
I'm so
Great.
sick of
Months.
people.
Fucking great.
Now
It's just
Like
I'm sick of people. I'm sick of people. You know, when you come here, when you come here and you're an illegal alien to top it off, you didn't even do your due diligence on being a citizen of the country. Why should you have a goddamn say as to what we do?
You can't.
You can't. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. Sorry. You shouldn't.
Right.
See, here's the big problem about being a DJ in the scene too. A lot of Democrats, a lot of them. For it to be like that as well, which means it's a bunch of wooks, to be honest with you, and it's people that are not really willing to work to begin with. And with that being in the scene, there's a bunch of people like that don't really understand economics, basic economics, or anything like that. And they're over here just going around, sucking up my air, coming to my shows, telling me I should die and shit because of my political beliefs. And I'm just kind of like, baby, if it wasn't for my working back, you'd still be sleeping on a mattress on the floor.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, I used to deal with that a lot when I was more politically active. Now I just don't care because I left the scene years ago. But no, I mean, but it is crazy though. So now my biggest regret is not having the stream to the now because that could have been like a highlight reel for Scott for like.
Thought I
months.
did have it on there.
No,
I don't care.
One thing you just gotta have to understand when it does come to politics, you gotta understand people are not going to agree, but if they're not going to,
Who is
you,
messing
they
with
don't
the
wanna talk to
comments?
you because of their
Not me.
politics.
I
I'm
have
not even
one
touching
job
them.
on this god. You know what?
Oh my God.
It's the Ashley show. It is the
Stop
Ashley
touching them.
I didn't know you was doing the comments. Like, damn.
Nobody
Yeah,
was
well,
touching them though. I thought it was
I
just
did.
him.
No, I did. I said
I
I did.
wasn't touching nothing. I'm like, no.
The comment.
No, but
What's
you know,
going
that's
on?
what, no, but the thing I've noticed is that whenever people talk about these topics, it doesn't matter if it's like entertainment, music, weather, sports, or whatever. No, everyone always talks about things at the at the surface. They never talk about never talk about anything in depth or to the root cause of it. You know, like,
Well, I'm
like
gonna say like this. One problem we had when we started was paying attention to people saying about minimum wage and raising it. Minimum wage is temporary, and when you start making permanent decisions for temporary situations, your whole circle around you starts falling apart.
be able. I mean, if you want to go back further, you'd have to go to corporate greed as well. That caused a lot of that chaos too.
But yeah,
And
of
that's
course,
exactly
you're
what I'm
always going to
saying,
have
though.
corporate greed. But when you come with basic economics, you have to pull that money from somewhere.
Right.
That somewhere is our backs. Any kind of working
Right.
person out there, that comes from them for a temporary situation.
Right, but here's the key, though: the rate of inflation has gone. The wages have not kept up with the wage of inflation since the early '80s. So if we're going to have that
not
conversation,
gonna
it
come
doesn't
back.
matter how corporate greed has never been high, is at an all-time high. How is it that all these companies can have record profits and yet not pay their workers enough to?
How
survive?
about where did we go wrong
Mm-hmm.
as a society where we expected to give all of our time and energy to a single financial endeavor and expect that to create any type of abundance.
Also true.
It's because we got too comfortable letting the prices rise. We got way too comfortable. If you look back in the day, we went to war and actually for the Tea Party for just 1% tax, and now we're like over 6% tax. And we ain't doing nothing. We're on our phones. We're playing around. We're not doing anything. Look at the workers that just went on strike. They went
Yeah.
on strike.
Honestly,
They
it's
got their
supply and
bag.
demand.
It is. It really
It's
is.
supply and demand. Like at the end
What
of the
you
day,
have to do, you have to
he
be able
has-
to not let your government control you. You have to stand up to them. You have to tell them, "Hey, I'm not going to do this, and I'm not going to do that." Because
okay. So hold
when all
on. Before we even go down this thought path,
Right.
hold on. Let me pause real quick because we get to this thought path is really ill practical. I want you to really go and look at your government and tell them you're not taking taxes out of my paycheck. I'm not.
Right.
Well,
paying.
it's not going to be like that. You won't be able to do that. But hear me out.
I have a
Take 2
question.
days.
I'm not.
Who
Not
here-
gonna pay my.
Take 2 days.
I'm not gonna
Say
pay my child
people
support.
are not going to work.
Right.
Just let's put it
I'm
like
not-
this: whole planet stop working for 2 days. Just
Yeah,
2.
that's great, but every time everyone says that, no one does it.
Miss Lady, you're talking about stop working. Is you lost your mind? I gotta pay
Hear me
child support.
out.
Man, listen.
Like,
Oh
look
my
at
I
the
gotta pay.
God.
No. You listen.
All right, okay. All right,
Child
here's
support don't stop.
no, here's the
Child
thing.
support don't care about you.
Right. No, I understand exactly what Ashley's saying in regards to, okay, people should strike and do all this other stuff. My thing is, every time everyone talks about it, no one ever does it. I mean, heck, how many
don't. They're
people file their
scared.
taxes every year?
Oh yeah.
Because
Okay. So
they
let me.
expect you to keep
Maybe
doing it
we all are.
every day. They don't understand
me-
that the
listen.
government's going to pick up on that. And when the government picks
Yeah,
up on
all
it,
right.
they're going to see it takes 2 days. 2 days, and they'll change their mind. No, you're going to.
Maybe.
No.
But anyway, the point
No.
I was trying to get at
No.
before everyone went on this tangent is, see, that was an example. We're talking about economics or immigration and all this. Is like no one ever talks to the roots of the problem. The root of the problem, especially in immigration, is the fact that people, it's like the U.S. fucks up every single part of the world, and then they get upset that they're all coming to America. And the same thing with economics. Everyone gets so upset that, oh my God, they're trying to raise the wage after 30 years and this other thing, and everything's expensive. Yet meanwhile, corporate greed's unchecked. Everyone, the wealthy know how to launder money better than anyone else. And more importantly, wages haven't kept up with the rate of inflation since like the early 80s. So again, what are we talking about here? I don't get it. And four, everyone talks about how they don't want to pay taxes. Yet I guarantee you, every single person who says that has filed their taxes this year. So
Well, you're not going to ever be able to run away
No,
from taxes.
You
That's
got
the thing.
darn right. I'm filing them taxes because them taxes about to take some of that child support arrears off of me. You got darn right. I'm
the
filing. them.
IRS doesn't want me to file taxes. I
IRS
know that.
Like, oh no,
They don't want me to file taxes.
do I want to
want
pay
me to file.
taxes? No, I do not like
Uh.
seeing the taxes come out of my paycheck. I don't like seeing that.
Right.
I know that give unto Caesar what's due unto Caesar.
But
They
here's
gonna
the
take
thing.
a cut.
Here's the problem with taxation and what nobody, like, it's always about the fucking income tax. Stop giving a shit about the income tax. You realize you're like triple, quadruple taxed on every dollar you make, no matter what. You pay your taxes on your paycheck. You pay your taxes when you go to the store. You
Mhm.
pay your taxes on every single
No,
thing
you
that
do.
you go through and do.
No, but
Some
and it
states
goes
is a no tax state like
Right.
Florida, stuff
I
like
mean,
that.
they say give
Everything
unto
is
Caesar what's
empty.
due unto Caesar.
Must be nice.
Right.
Must be
No,
freaking nice.
and
So here's the thing about
hey,
like
can you-
Florida. Florida takes it because they have things like SunPass, and SunPass gets you to pay for their roads, gets you to pay for all their things going back and forth. There's always a will and a way when it comes to the government. They're gonna get their money.
no, that is
Yeah,
true,
they gonna
especially
take it.
especially how you
They're gonna
structure
get
your
their
money.
one minute or another. They're going
Right.
to get their money. Your
Right.
government
So-
is your biggest DD drug dealer. I don't know if I could say that here. They're their
Yeah.
biggest DD. They're your biggest robber. They're their biggest family killer. They don't want
Right.
you to have everything,
And it-
but they want you to still do it, but they don't want to do it medically correctly or anything like that. They want you
that-
dead.
No, that's true too. That's true. But the thing is It's all about how you structure your money, how you live your life. If you structure your accounts a certain way, yeah, you can get away with what you can. You can get away with not paying taxes. You could file them and be like, "Hey, you owe me money."
Oh,
But that
also,
being
whenever you're
said,
putting money in the bank, they're taxing you too, even in your
It-
debit cards. Take
right,
your
but
savings money where
all-
they can't take that and
right,
put it in a
but it
box.
all depends how you structure. If you structure it as, "Oh, my name is Rains. I made this much. I spent this much," and yeah, they'll do it. But if you do it in another way, where you have an LLC
Come on,
or
you.
a trust,
You know
you're
where
fine.
you're gonna go? Exactly where I told you to go. That's where you're gonna go.
Uh-oh.
You see this bedroom right
Uh-oh.
here?
That's
See
awesome.
It don't look clean to me. Guess what you're gonna do? Clean it.
No, but
She
that's
sound like
how it
Hurricane
is.
Sandy. Oh, she sound like
Hey.
Hurricane Sandy.
I know
Living
she
room.
said it so like, yeah. You
No,
forget.
because you've been bothering. Sit down
That's awesome.
and eat or clean.
Right, but the point being is, it's how you structure your accounts that matter. It's how you live your life that matters. If you structure your money in a trust or an LLC, you're not going to, or not 501(c), you're probably not going to pay that many taxes. Matter of fact, it's going to get to a point where the IRS isn't going to want you to file your taxes. They'll be like, "Oh crap, we owe this son of a bitch money." God, you know.
It really sucks too. People think because I'm a stripper, I don't pay no dang taxes. I'm gonna stop them right there because here's the thing: when it comes to New Orleans, I have to slip my money inside of a machine, and in that machine, it has a receipt saying how much I make at the end of the year. And I didn't think about it. I signed a W-2. I thought, oh man, I'm going to file my taxes. I'm about to get some money back. Yay! I got churn. I came back. I owe them motherfuckers $800. I was like,
No, that's.
oh,
If you had an LLC, you would have been fine. If you took that money and put it in an LLC, you would have been good. Or
Yep.
a trust, you would have been good. You wouldn't have to pay anything.
that's why I try to tell girls, you want to come out here in New Orleans, you might want to learn a little thing because the government's going to tax you at the end.
Right. You got it. It all depends how you structure your accounts. No, I'm not a financial expert. I will be more than happy to bring people on once again who are well versed in this field. But yes, absolutely. It's all depends how you structure your money.
And you know what really just gets me though? How certain states they about the child support when it comes to like certain
Uh-oh.
states.
Max,
They
this is
do
your topic.
not let men live.
Can I ask a question?
They do not let
How
men
do we
live.
how do we always end up draped into conversation about politics? How?
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
had to comment.
Well,
Well-
however we're ending up in the conversation about politics, can we veto and swerve this crap, please?
Yeah,
It's like two of
I
us
mean,
are
you can
like,
be ticked off all you want.
I'm
yeah,
not-
that's no. Today I blame that on everyone's favorite ginger snapper herself, Jackie Hyde, and Scott
I'm
for
not ticked
wanting to turn
off.
back the
All
clock.
I did was I brought up a
You
Canadian
already did. I was
situation.
like,
You wanted to talk about U.S. politics. I sat back and
These
listened.
motherfuckers right here.
I kept trying to shut it down. I ain't even gonna lie. I kept trying to shut it down.
Mm,
And every shutdown I threw out got rebutted.
yeah, I mean,
Y'all
I'm
think
at,
I wanted to stop writing a song to talk about politics? Because I didn't.
I know. For me, my issue when it comes to talking about politics is very redundant for me. It's the same
We can
like
talk about
it's
pets.
the same situation and same talking points I've been bringing up for years.
I
You know,
thought
that's why I don't
was saying,
really-
like. Can we quit reverting to that? Because like I kind of feel the same way Scott do.
How about everybody show me
Real,
their
real.
pet?
I did
I know y'all
not quit
motherfuckers
writing
got
a
some
song to
taste.
talk about politics. I
Yeah,
did.
no. I look at talking about politics the same way a race car driver looks at driving on like an empty track when he's in his 70s. That's kind of how I look at it. So that's why it gets boring to me after a while. It's like, okay, it's the same old stuff. What do we
I
do?
kept trying to
Well, I
shut
just have
it
to laugh
down.
because y'all fucking carried that on all on your own for 30 minutes.
No,
But
every time I would shut it down, here came somebody with a
Ooh.
rebuttal. Like, God
What type
dang.
of cat is that?
This is an orange tabby.
Orange
That's why I
tabby.
said everybody show me their pets. We can
I
make
have
it a pet thread.
Oh no,
I have a
Carlos
domestic
out
short
there.
hair.
He bad. He in
have
trouble
a-
right now.
Yeah, I have a domestic short hair. And Max has a dog that was from a dog that participates in dog fighting. No, that looks like he could.
Man, why you gonna stereotype me like I'm Mike Vick or something, bro? That just hurt my
Dude,
feelings.
I've seen Carlos. He is
Look,
like
there-
vicious. I'm
Where's
sorry.
yours?
He is not. He is a big baby for real.
Where's yours,
He's a
man?
big
Where's
baby.
yours?
Mine? No, mine's off camera.
Oh, you got a red one.
Ooh, what is that?
The red one. What's his or hers name?
I really haven't named her yet, dude. I haven't thought about that.
You have an alien that you have not christened with a name.
I haven't. You know what? That is very like un-Ashley of me. I haven't named my alien yet. I think I'm gonna name her Pink.
No. Holy, you're still a stereotype, so don't get it twisted. You're an actual stereotype. Don't get it twisted.
Listen,
Don't get it
no,
twisted.
I'm
I'm used to it.
See what my stereotype
It
is. But
happens.
no, go ahead and hit me with my stereotype. I'm ready to learn.
No,
I ain't even gonna lie. It happens. So
Holy,
I'm used to it.
no. I said that out of fear of his dog Carlos. That's a different story. Hoey is just a stereotype in general. There's a difference. There's a difference.
Because some of them,
Hey, hold on,
kind of
hold on,
offended by
stop.
certain comments. 'cause
Right?
I'm
That's
like,
what I
"Hey,
was
like,
thinking. That freaking asshole needs to get his ass back in here.
God,
That was
quit
some,
playing with us,
that was
bro.
some
I seen
bullshit.
that. I just seen that you popped in and popped right back out. No, Scott, come back, bro. Bro, why you being childish? Not childish.
I,
That's twice. All right, we playing Morse code, Scott. So let's talk about something besides politics, bro. Like, let's talk. Let's.
Yo, let's talk about that crater stage at fucking Lost Lands.
You know,
Wow.
I just realized
Wow.
something. Max and Ashley are both
300
deep.
There's 300 lasers, man.
300 lasers.
at once. 300.
You know, I just realized Max and Ashley are both DJs. How did you both get into that field?
It's fun. It's kind of a calling
Actually,
thing,
for real.
honestly.
I mean, kind of.
It's honestly a calling thing. If you feel like
Why do y'all
certain
keep adding me
things-
back? I'm just sitting here running a damn radio station.
No, come back, bro.
you don't get to play that.
Hey, bro, you could be.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Every
Breathe
Jay
out.
gotta go back and forth.
I'm not even.
I'll leave the stream.
No, hey,
I'm
bro,
not
come
touching
on.
anything. But just letting you know.
Well, stay on, Scott.
I'm just over here quietly doing my job.
You're gonna
Y'all
get
wanna rant
written
all
up at
day
the end of
long.
the
Y'all
show.
can rant all night
Oh.
long.
We listen. We all agree. I don't know how we keep getting on this political spree, but man, we gonna X-nay on open stage 86 that snake.
Yeah.
Do you guys believe dolphins are really rapists?
Yes. there is evidence that supports that.
Oh
Okay.
my
So
God.
listen, I'm a black man that lives in America. Everything's
Oh my
racist.
God.
Wow, Ashley, you chased him away again. Good
Wow.
job.
Wow, this is dolphins.
This is why we stopped sending you links.
I believe Cub fans are rapists, but that's neither here nor there.
Dolphins are
Oh,
no, like 100%. Yes, I
Come
do
on.
believe they are
Come on.
rapists.
Why
Yes.
does anybody care what a dolphin does with its private parts?
So apparently dolphins
great
get
human.
together and they pile up around people and they take them to these little caves, these dolphin caves, and they rape people. Apparently.
What is wrong with y'all? Where do y'all find it?
Oh my God! Hey, what the gosh? Sorry, Joseph. I've been saying that for a long time. This is why I knew you were.
Man, listen.
My bad.
I-
That girl swimming
If
in the
you are
ocean.
smoking, please send me some of whatever you're smoking. Eat fungi right now.
It's actually
I'm just wondering if I
DJ
missed a
name,
news
but-
article somewhere. Did I miss like a CNN special report or something? I don't remember reading this in the
You're
news
either
anywhere.
here or you're not.
Well, Hunter,
I don't know what all I can do on here because it's a live stream and stuff. So I'm just gonna put that away. I'm
Can
not
I
gonna
read
do
this
that.
comment from Hunter McCall?
I get stoned on the live all the time, Ashley. God damn.
Okay, So that's what I'm
No,
just
Hunter's
like,
comment does not deserve screenplay.
No,
You
no,
think I put up with
no.
these guys sober?
That's why I kept looking at him. Oh my gosh,
I'll put up with them
did,
sober.
but
Then shit, I'd stay high.
So listen, can we talk about something within the range of normalcy? Something that does not deal with like anything that just falls in the range of not our business.
Why do people consistently keep talking about putting spaghetti in chili? What is wrong with you people?
I don't really care for either food, so couldn't tell you nothing about
I
that.
think honestly that people are just getting bored of meals and they're getting extremely stoned off their ass with the new THC levels people are bringing out and the cannabinoids, and they're getting bored and they're just like, how can I kill myself fast as possible? And that's how they do it.
Oh, see, I thought that's how the heart attack casserole was designed, but like
Excuse me,
that
you
makes sense.
Seconds. Yes,
But the thing
honey.
is, so food's fun. Food's fun to play with. It's like music in certain ways. It's a craft. You know, there's no
And it can
really
go
no
real
right
bad.
or wrong way of doing it. Other than people that just ignore snares like on their mixer. I don't know how they do that. Oh my god, that drives me crazy. But
Chili is
macaroni.
not supposed to have pasta products in it, period. What is wrong
Thank
with you
you.
people?
Thank you, God. The amount of times I hear it in a day lately is driving me insane.
You talk to too many Southerners. That's what
This
that
is not a Southerner thing.
That's
has
what I was
got
about to
be
say. I'm like,
Midwest.
don't
Yes, we
say
absolutely
that.
do.
A Midwest thing. Us Southerners are happy with our crawfish and chicken and stuff
I
like
have
that.
never heard I have never heard of anything about spaghetti and chili or pasta and chili north of Cincinnati, ever.
That's a white person thing. It's
Yeah,
gotta
this
be.
is some Iowa stuff right over there. That's some of their stuff in Minnesota.
Shut up, Max.
I've never heard
I
of it in
don't
Iowa
understand what
either.
you guys are
I'm
saying.
sorry.
All I'm saying is you guys broke chili.
It tickles me pink when I hear a white person say that's a white person thing. Like
It is.
Oh, that's
It's a
crap.
It's
Southern
gotta
white
be.
Well,
person
it's
thing.
because
Hey, look,
Southern
I'm
white
half not
people,
white, so I
like,
can say stuff like that, okay? That's
certain
all I'm gonna say.
Southern white
Hey.
people aren't the same as like other white people. You put me right next to somebody from Iowa or Boston,
God.
we're definitely gonna have differences.
Why do you
How do you go from Iowa to
Boston?
Boston?
We're the same
She
skin
just
color.
went from
Super
Iowa.
white
That's
people.
either
No,
Iowa or
no.
Boston thing. How is those? Those are like two
That's
different
not
areas
gay.
of the country altogether. What in the world?
I told you I'd
You're
say
talking about
I
baked-
don't mind
Iowa.
it, I can eat it tomorrow.
Hold on. You're talking
I'm gonna
about
eat
baked
mine tomorrow.
potatoes and fresh seafood out the water.
I'm gonna eat mine
You
tomorrow.
compare that.
Yeah, that's
Don't be
like
like-
two different.
In the fridge. No, those places are
Bro,
Yankees are
If you're
Yankees.
not
That's
melanated, you have no business calling nobody a Yankee because you a Yankee your darn self.
Right.
not darn.
Well, it's for the
I gotta watch my mouth. I gotta watch my
Dag
mouth.
nabbit.
Yeah.
No, there's a Mason-Dixon line. That's where
Mm-hmm.
the official line that cuts it off.
Yankee. They don't ruin everything, them Yankees.
I'm just saying.
You know what's an argument that I do not like is South Carolina and North Carolina actually believe they're a part of the southern states, and I'm just gonna have to tell them, no, you're
They
not.
all claim. They do claim that though. I had a friend that she
They're
literally
not.
claimed that North Carolina was a southern state and that she was a southern girl
Just
with a
because
southern
there's a bunch
twang.
of inbreds out there and low education, and low graduation, skills.
Well, I mean,
out
if they
there,
wanna
that's
She
talk
not
did
about
make
because
love
inbreeding
to a
and weird stuff
tractor at
like
one
that.
point.
Sorry.
I
So
mean,
I'm pretty
Connecticut
sure.
and Ohio is part of the South. Then, if that's the case,
I've
Yeah,
always
like,
considered
it's
part
silly.
of. I've considered part of Ohio part of the South. Like the Ohio that's come on, Cincinnati's basically a southern city.
Look how
No, it's
high
not.
that place is. That place is higher than I
No,
am
it's
on
not.
a Friday night,
Hey,
man.
hey,
Like, are you
basically,
kidding me?
it's-
That place is way
No,
up
it's
there.
not, Ashley. You are way higher than that on a Friday night. I'm sorry. You
Hold on.
cannot
all
say
right,
that.
guys, we can't talk over each other like that.
I'm from
You can't
Toledo.
understand anything when y'all do
No,
that.
Cincinnati, the
That's
bottom
like-
of the map for here, but y'all can't delegate Cincinnati to the south, man. Don't do
That
it.
is the South.
Wait a minute.
bridge, you're in Kentucky. That's the
It
South.
don't matter.
No,
You're still on the
Kentucky
Ohio
is not
side
the
of the
South.
bridge.
That's just more ugly
Still on-
freaking inbreds,
Well,
man.
Toledo is
Ohio
more,
side of the
Toledo's like a
Guys.
Michigan Canadian state city anyway. Hi guys, I'm from Toledo. Like, yeah.
No, it's
Watch
okay.
your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Hey, that was a Steve Kish reference. That was a Steve
I'm
Kish
saying,
reference. I missed it.
the only people that can talk bad about Toledo is those of us from Toledo. If you ain't
Okay.
from Toledo, you
I
can't
know.
talk.
All right, so hey, I missed Steve Kish. Okay, hey guys, Ohio State's gonna win the national title. Hey, send
Ohio
news.
Crazy.
Max,
Ohio is the northern Florida.
It is. It really is. You could divide it up into 5 different states, and it would make sense.
You know, honestly, places like Iowa and Ohio and
And
stuff.
all of them are ugly.
If
Oh,
those
Iowa's
states
terrible.
disappeared, really, would we even really notice it?
No, not Iowa. No, Iowa's basically where all like the inbreds and white supremacists of Illinois fled to. They just went west to Iowa. They hopped on I-88 West and they just drove to Iowa.
So I
And
went
that's
to
why Joe
Iowa
Charter's there.
last year. and
Oh,
I
that's
went
where
to
Joe
a
Charter
That makes a
Mexican
lot of sense
restaurant.
now.
I went to a Mexican restaurant out in Iowa because I was like, oh my God, I need some food with some spice in it. Like, and I went out there and those were some fake Mexicans, dude. They had no spice in their food.
That's like going to a Cajun restaurant in freaking Maine.
Yeah.
You're not going to
Well,
get
I was
Cajun food.
desperate,
Do you
Scott.
eat, do you eat Taco Bell? Do
I
you
was
eat Taco Bell?
desperate.
Do you eat Taco Bell?
And there wasn't like enough black people out there to ask them, hey
Oh,
man,
God,
can you
here we
help?
go.
No, she was giving you a compliment, Max. She was like, there was no black people to ask where the good food was. It was all white
It
people.
really was.
It was all white people, so she was stuck with like gallons of mayonnaise and no decent food.
Iowa's
So,
weird.
Listen, hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all a really traumatizing white people holiday meal experience I had.
Oh God. Oh, God.
So I had this guy that used to be friends with, and I was close with his family too. So we went over to his mom's house for Thanksgiving. I ain't never known that mashed potatoes could taste like straight water. I never knew that.
That's bad.
I know what kind of
That
was
really
really
bad.
What?
No,
Listen,
they have to have
No.
a collar and they have to have
So listen,
buttons and they have
they got
to
like some dogs, so I'm discreetly feeding this plate of food to the dogs, right? This dude's girlfriend busts up out the blue. Anthony, how's the food? Like, oh, you dirty rascal.
sorry, I missed all of that. I was busy trying to yell at a dog. My bad.
Oh, snacks.
Oh my
Scott, you ever have
goodness.
mashed potatoes that taste like straight water?
Wait, say that again. Have I
You
ever
ever
had
had-
what?
Mashed potatoes that taste like straight water?
Anytime I go north of Shreveport.
That really
Yeah.
is the way people
I'm
think.
just
Oh,
saying.
It's like once you get to the state line, everybody just takes all of their like salt and pepper and everything else and just throws it out of the window.
Oh my God.
I thought I was the same one whenever I went out there, and I was like, "Damn, this feels kind of soggy. Like the food's soggy."
I'm sorry, Hoey. No, that stuff tastes like like the box it's in.
my stomach hurts right now because I really spent all of these years just chalking it up to a bad experience, and now Scott's confirmed it is definitely a section of white people type of thing.
It is. It is.
It is.
That's bad whenever you go to a city and you look for people of color just so you can find a good place to eat.
That's what I was doing.
You know.
I was looking for people of color to try
Oh
to help
my
me whenever I was
God.
in Iowa because
Oh
I didn't
my
think
God.
I had
I mean,
to pack my own spice rack.
Hey,
I
black
didn't
people.
think I had to do that.
I get-
And I'm like,
Hey,
Tyler,
black people. I guess we
Like,
should
hey,
take this as a compliment because they know we know where the food is at.
and I was
Well,
like,
no, I mean when
"Hey,
you come to if you come to Louisiana, you can go to his house and eat good food. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what color they are.
Shit.
But whenever you get out of the state and you get out to like towards the northern states, it's like
what the fuck? It's a big change.
anytime
I
you
didn't
give
know
me a
that.
Philly cheesesteak that's orange processed cheese product and ketchup on it, we're gonna have a fight. I'm sorry.
Who
Okay,
the hell is serving that?
I was
okay.
asking Tyler whenever we were in Iowa. I was like, "Baby, can you like invite your black friends over or something?
Hold
Like, I
on.
know you have some
Who
black
gave
friends.
you
We
a
need them
Philly
right now because I'm so sick of this shit."
What? Wait, Ashley, what part of Iowa were you in?
Marble Rock, and there was nothing like the
God.
gas station pizza was the most entertaining
Marble Rock.
food out there.
Gas station pizza.
That just sounds like Clan Land.
Yeah,
No.
Ashley,
that does.
okay,
That is
so if
Clan
you're
Land.
not well traveled, you should know this. That if you go to a deli that's in any gas station outside of the state of Louisiana, you're not going to get good food.
Oh my God, you're near
That
the
pizza
Minnesota
was the
border.
only thing I was really willing to eat. Like when I told you
my
guys I went to a
God.
Mexican restaurant and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna taste something other than salt and
Wait.
pepper. I'm so
Oh
excited.
man.
And then it still was just salt and pepper. And I'm like, these fake ass fucking Mexicans, dude. You a bunch of guys.
Hey, hold on.
God.
I see a comment that say I'm a mean cook and baker.
Yeah,
I need
yeah,
proof of that
Priscilla,
kid.
how you doing?
I'm a
Anyway,
food. Parts of that.
Marble
Priscilla,
Rock. That's by the
Do
Minnesota
you have
border.
anything besides okay? This is the test. Do you have anything besides salt, pepper, and like minced garlic in your cabinet to season with? Because if you
Yeah,
don't,
like
then no, you're not a mean cook.
I'm
my
crying.
cabinet is filled with so many spices and stuff. Like I have a whole pantry thing filled with spices because I don't play about that. If slap your mama ain't in there, garlic powder, onion powder, those are needed for everything. Everything.
Right.
Yes and no. Yes
Oh.
and no.
I mean baking. I mean you wouldn't put it in your cookies.
No,
thing,
no.
but-
Cooking wise, a lot of
Yeah,
them
some
spices-
onion powder cookie sounds excellent.
No, cooking wise, a lot of them spices you don't necessarily need the spice. You can use that itself.
Okay, please clarify this comment because that could go several different ways.
Man, so hey,
I
hold
mean,
on.
we've all seen the honey bun video.
Yo,
I'm just gonna say that.
I'm taking what I see in them comments at face value. I need parts of that, some way, some shape, some form, some fashion.
All right, I'll tag you in the album. Anyway,
No.
about to head out
Screw
there.
the album. Screw the album.
Woo.
We're talking about food. I need parts of that.
okay, well,
Did she didn't even say bye.
I know.
She
Anyway,
just left.
yeah, Marble Rock. That's like by the Minnesota border. That's super white. That's not even
Super white.
That's
Oh,
super
man.
white. That was uncalled for.
Okay, I feel left out now because Jackie's not here. I feel like I got two
You,
people of
you,
color
you,
against me
bro,
now.
you destroyed my, like, how dare you?
What?
Like, I'm
Who,
just,
me?
yes, you.
How? I'm not talking. Okay, I'm talking about the
I
United
need brain
States. I don't know what they
bleach
do
now.
in Canada.
I need brain bleach now. Again. Thank you.
Oh, the honey bun video.
Yeah.
I
God,
don't even want to
God,
know.
you're such a perv.
That was uncalled for.
Such a pervert.
That-
Scott.
I would have left too. No wonder she left.
God, such a perv. Such a filthy mind. You heathen.
I'm from Louisiana. What do you expect?
What's the
Spend
matter?
too much time with Hoey.
I know. You and Hoey are like best friends. That's what happens.
No, we're not.
This is what happens. Hoey has taken over your mind. Freaking Cub fans. God, such rapists. Such
I thought that
degenerates.
was the dolphin.
Okay, you do realize like I'm crippled, right? So if I tried to drink in the shower, it could turn out very badly for everyone involved. Even the fire department that would have to come get me out of the bottom of the shower.
Who is
Honestly,
it? Who
maybe
is
That's Dale. That's somebody I've known forever.
Dale?
At this point, I think Scott drinking in the shower would just clean that dirty mind of his.
No, it
Dirty,
wouldn't.
dirty mind, filthy mind. You filthy animal, Scott. You.
Oh God. Why did you have to like go that way with it, Harsh?
Bro,
It was
that's
uncomfortable.
really why
He's just-
another
And
He's
person
gotta
Dale's
make
gonna
it weird.
watch.
odd. That is very odd to say.
See, y'all are just making it weird now. Everything's just weird now. Thanks a lot.
Hey, these are your like longtime friends, Scott.
I'm
just
telling you to
saying.
drink in the shower and then telling you they'll watch you in the shower. That's odd. That's
Hey,
a
I'm
bit-
just saying these are people Jackie and Scott.
No,
are
you-
both around.
know
Okay,
that person.
y'all.
You do.
You see, no, it's not. It's not that he would watch me take a shower. He'd watch me fall in the shower and then watch a group of people have to pick me up off the floor. That's what he's saying.
Honestly, we could live stream that to get a lot of views.
Well, if
They're
you're
not
saying,
mine.
hold on. If you're saying that, that's some rather asshole shit to say, if you ask me.
Well,
Well, you just have to know, my friends.
no, that's
Fall in the shower, like,
He'd be sitting in the corner with his beard and
You
be
know-
like, "Yeah, I see he's on the floor. Y'all gonna need a crane. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
forklift maybe.
yeah.
I
Let's
can't-
think about it. We should live stream that. We should live stream that.
What, me falling in the shower? And you talk about Dale, how bad Dale is, and listen to Harsh.
Hey, I'm just saying that would make the page go viral.
See, he's like, not even Dale's like, yeah, I would watch and laugh. I'd laugh and help. And Harsh is just like, hey, we need to go live next time you fall in the shower. It's,
I'm just
What is wrong
saying,
with
like,
y'all?
we could use
these are the
views.
kind of friends I have.
y'all people.
See, Hunter says, yeah, the
Ha
views
ha 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 ha.
are-
Max just crossed over to the dark side with me and the you people comments.
And I'm just gonna make sure I stay as far away from that because him falling in the shower and a midget being present at the same time is just not right.
See, y'all are just making it worse now at this point. It's just,
this
is not-
Yeah, the views off of that would be worth it. It kind of would. I mean,
Y'all need help, man.
We got to make sure we got Max there too. Unfortunately,
when is he going to be
colored
doing
aspect.
mixing in the background?
I'm
Hold on,
bringing
we got to
back-
give this a soundtrack. Max and Mudwug.
I can't believe people discussed on the show if North and South Carolina were southern states or not. That's the most Caucasian thing I've heard today.
See, I don't. I'm just gonna. I've heard it. I've heard it. That's why I said.
Look, I consider anything south of Ohio like the South.
Hold on, real quick,
I
y'all.
consider Ohio,
Is this the
Indiana.
second-
No,
How do
no,
you
no.
even
You see
determine it
that
for you guys? Because
that kind of comment down here would get you shot.
Hold on.
Anything south of Ohio is the South. No, that would get you
Hold on.
shot down here.
Hold on, because this is the second time tonight I didn't see the comment about 1776. There's not gonna be another 1776 because people are too spineless. The moment people get to trying to wild out, somebody gonna be telling and snitching. So can we
Well-
please stop bringing that up?
Yeah.
I,
I mean, the things I really want to say about 1776, I'll save that for a different show. So
That was just the second time tonight I've seen that comment.
I'm gonna save that for a
run
different
left.
show.
Yankee
I
propaganda.
just, anything, why don't we in Kentucky and Tennessee that are gonna want to start shooting up like some of the Southerners on the show? So
But like, how do you guys determine it? Because by the looks of it, and by my understanding at this point now, everybody has a different thought process.
Right. I consider part of half of Indiana the South. Once you leave like the Northwest Indiana area, I consider that the South. I consider
Hey, Hunter.
yeah, Harsh is a Yankee, by
Hey,
the
hold
way.
on.
That doesn't
It's-
explain how you decided that.
Throw that comment up there so I can laugh at that comment because oh my god, buddy boy.
Wait, north, my fingers are
Nope,
wet.
nope, nope,
Is that the
nope,
one? Oh,
nope,
the one right
nope.
above that. Okay, that one.
Buddy boy. Oh no, never. I've just bumped my heads enough times that I got tired of bumping my head.
I'm just confused. I'm highly confused.
I just
No,
love
I-
Southern
look.
America.
I'm gonna go back
There's
to
a
my
whole-
video.
listen, there's been a whole sidebar going on, y'all. Like at the same time, a conversation going, it's been kind of a sidebar.
Yeah.
Like I get what you're saying, but like I'm saying that from life experience. Like people won't do that. There's always going to be people that are going to be the crumb bosses as well.
Yeah. And plus, 1776 wasn't all the American people. It was a lot of other entities that were helping them out that no one wants to talk about.
What the?
And anyway, we thank you all for watching. I guess the Southern special of the CSHR Random Happenings. Where you
Long
have-
live the Republic.
I still want it explained to me how you determine this, though.
I'll tell you, Kentucky, Kentucky, Tennessee, I'm part of the South. They're the Midwest. Even though they all got the Mason-Dixon line. All right.
Why
on
can't
that
you not
note,
just answer the question?
because people are weird. Anyhow, because some of these people are ingenuous. That'll be for the We thank Jackie Hyde, DJ Ashley Ray, Max's Unholiness, and of course, Scott Sonier for holding down the ones and twos. We thank you all for joining us. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your beautiful Tuesday night. This personal time, I love you. And sometimes you got to do what you're afraid of doing.